Hey race fans, NASCAR Know-It-All here. Sixth time is about to probably become seventh time. Jimmy Johnson wins today at Martinsville at the Goody's Fast Relief 500, and that means he's moving on to Homestead for the championship. That's the first time in this new format that Jimmy Johnson is, instead of being eliminated, is going on to Homestead for the championship. That's unbelievable. Based on how their season started, they had 2 wins at the beginning of the year at Atlanta and California. Then the rest of the season after that, they struggled. When the chase started, they had fast cars, but they weren't able to win a couple races until Charlotte. That was their break they needed, and they were able to capitalize on that victory, moved him on to the round of 8, and they won today at Martinsville, giving him his 9th career win at this track, tying him with Jeff Gordon, and Johnson's moving on to Homestead for the championship. Johnson won over Brad Keselowski, who was eliminated after last weekend at Talladega. Denny Hamlin in the 11 was in the 3rd position. Matt Kenseth was 4th. Kyle Busch was 5th. Those guys were chase contenders, and that means right now Johnson and those 4 are above the cut line, but Johnson is safe via the win. Chase Elliott, good result today. Same result as last weekend, but you know what? It's a lot better than what happened to us in the spring because we ran like dog meat. We finished 20th, and today we were in the top 15. We were better than we were. We ran the truck race yesterday. We started on the pole. He finished 2nd. I'd say it was a good job. Much better. I think he's getting better at this racetrack. I think that truck race really helped him. And Jeff Gordon, it was great to see him in the car today. This guy, perhaps with today, his actual last race. Finishing 6th, exactly where he did at Homestead last year, where I thought it was his last race. Who knows? He could be relief driving one more time. I'm not sure. But 6th place for him today in the 88 car. I'm proud of him. And I'm not crying. I'm not going to cry like I did, last year because, if this is his final race, I'm not going to cry. I already did it last year because I thought it was last year at Homestead was his final time. But I'm not going to. I'm proud of him. Joey Logano, another chase contender, he finished 9th today. Now he's 4 points below the cut line. That's much better than where he was last year after him and the Matt Kenseth thing at Martinsville really put him in the hole, and he had a tire issue at Texas and finished 3rd at Phoenix wasn't enough to move him on to Homestead. Now, if you told me at the beginning of the day Kevin Harvick was going to run towards his mid-pack with teammate Kurt Busch, 2 chase contenders, I would have said, that is BS. Well, guess what? They finished 20th and 22nd. I don't know where it went wrong for Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch, because you usually expect to see Kevin Harvick up towards the front. And after the fall race last year with how well Kurt Busch ran, I honestly thought they were going to be in the top 10, but they just weren't able to get their cars right for the rest of this race. I mean, it really, really bit them in the butt. And now they're below the cut line by 17 and 18 points. But we all know in a few weeks Kevin Harvick's going to be at Phoenix. And that's going to be his ticket to Homestead because he's won there a lot. And we all know what happened to him this year, winning by a few mere inches over Carl Edwards. Now, speaking of Carl Edwards, he had a good run today. Unfortunately, when green flag pit stops were happening for the first time since 2011, and the last time that happened, former NASCAR driver Kenny Schrader was leading during that time. Carl Edwards had a melted bead in the tires. He hit the turn 1 wall hard, had to go to the garage, and got back out there, but he finished 36th, and he's 33 points above the cut line, meaning he must win Texas or Phoenix if he's going to advance to Homestead and be part of the championship and try to win the champion. Now, speaking of Carl Edwards and that issues, there was a lot of confusion during pit stops because green flag pit stops were still going on. When Carl hit the wall, the caution came out, and A.J. Allmendinger was the leader at the time. Kyle Busch beat him off a pit road. Matt Kenseth was trapped behind him. Kenseth felt like, I should be in front of Allmendinger, but they looked at the camera replays from the exit of pit road, the yellow line. Allmendinger beat Kenseth by this much. Kenseth was able to get the wave around and come back for that 4th place finish. Now, a lot of other teams were confused about it because when A.J. Allmendinger came to pit road with Jamie Johnson and Jamie McMurray, Hamlin stayed out, and a lot of guys took the wave around. Now, the 4 car was behind Hamlin, and because Hamlin was going to be the leader, you're not allowed to take the wave around, but I'm not sure why NASCAR allowed that. A lot of teams are a little bit upset with NASCAR. In fact, frankly, if I was one of those NASCAR drivers, I'd be upset too, because you're affecting the race. I mean, it really confuses the running of the race. It really does. I mean, NASCAR needs to either think ahead about this further, or next time, don't have a caution happen during green flag pit stops in Martinsville. That's all I can say. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I'm not one of those people. I feel like I should be one of those people one day. But, we'll see what happens next week in Texas. Who's going to win? Will Jimmy Johnson continue to spoil the party, winning at a track that he's won at the most, including last year's race? Will a non-chaser win, like Chase Elliott? Brad Keselowski or Martin Truex Jr. Or will Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, or Carl Edwards find their way to victory lane and eliminate one of the Gibbs cars before heading into Phoenix? Before Homestead. It's anybody's guess. Anybody can have a chance. So we'll see what happens next week at Texas. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Put a good like in this video if you enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, comment if you like Jimmy Johnson winning. I know I don't enjoy that, but you know what? It is what it is. And y'all have a good night.